All right. What's up, monarchs? I am Divine. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful that we have a line. Welcome and welcome back to the monarchy. Okay, so I'm not really sure who this is for, but I know that whoever it is for, you're about to give up. So if you don't feel like you're about to give up, this is not for you. Because the Lord is saying that just when you're about to give up, that's when it's going to happen. Right? And it's something about that alabaster breaking, right? It's something about lamenting. There's something about a cry out to God, like from the depths of your soul, that moves God, and not in a manipulative way, right? But just in a wringing out my heart, my mind, my soul, my body before the Lord, asking for his mercy, asking for his grace, right? And that's what I feel. That's what I feel. I feel that so heavy. And God is saying that whoever is at that point right now, or whoever is getting to that point right now, or God is saying it's not until you get to that point that it's going to happen. Whatever it is for you, right? God is saying that it's not going to happen until you're about to give up. And especially, this is forgive me, Kairos timing word. I'm not sure if that's correct. Holy Spirit, correct me if I'm wrong. But there's something about the time right now, right now of this video, that it's important. Because when I'm recording this is in the month of March, right? And it's in the middle of March, right before spring is about to start. So like winter is ending and spring is beginning. You know, winter, everything is dead, everything is dark, everything is gloomy, right? Depending on where you are in the world, of course. But I mean, I'm talking about the season, speaking about the season, there's no fruit, right? And spring is when things begin to bloom again, right? Things begin to be fruitful again, right? So the Lord is saying that it's like that in between, that precipice of you know, things being completely dead and everything springing up alive, right? And it may not be automatic. It may be slow, right? It may be a slow growth. It may be a slow increase, but God is saying it's not going to happen until you give up, right? That winter time, that dismal feeling, right? Until you're about to give up, right? Because you just have done everything that you feel like you can do, right? You've given every ounce of yourself, you feel like, in whatever it is, to whatever it is, and you don't see anything moving, you don't see anything growing. And God is saying that he is about to step in, but it's not until you're about to give up. Because when you're about to give up, you give way for God to move, because you are saying spiritually, I cannot do this by myself. I need you, Lord. I need you, Jehovah Jireh. I need you, Jehovah Nisi. I need you, Jehovah Shiro, right? You're saying, I cannot do this, right? The Bible tells us apart from God, we can do nothing. We can do nothing. Not we can do some things, we can do little things, we can do small things, we can do less challenging things. We can do nothing apart from God, right? And so that alabaster breaking, that lamenting, right, which is different from complaining, that lamenting, God is saying, is what brings you to the brink of that precipice of being between dead and alive, between no fruit in between fruitful, right? Between no fruit and fruitful. Right when you're about to give up. Right when you're about to give up, it's gonna happen. Right when you're about to give up, suddenly something's going to shift, something's going to change. And for some people, yes, it might be overnight, but for the majority, this is something just like spring. It's going to be gradually, but right, back in Europe, they had something called the first bloom, right? They celebrated something called the first bloom, right? And this is when in winter, right, everything was dark and dismal and there's no fruit and it's icy or it's snowy, right? Everything's dead, right? And when they would see that first little leaf spring up out of the snow or out of the ground, right, they would celebrate. They would throw a celebration at like palaces and stuff, right? This is a royal thing. They would in kingdoms, right? They would celebrate because that was the first sign that better was to come, right? That was the first sign that everything was going to start to grow again, right? And so the Lord is saying that that little glimpse of hope right when you're about to give up is gonna come. Right when you're about to give up. Because you give way, you move out of the way, and you give way to let the Lord move on your behalf. So, I hope this helps. I hope this heals. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell button if you want to know when I post again, and I'll be back.